welcome in. Welcome in. If you are a new face, it's really good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back on the channel. Thank you for the support with this channel. Thank you for growing this channel, and thank you for supporting Loku's Dog and Cat Care Rescue, which is a GoFundMe that I have been running for a while now. But they are an independent charity, meaning they get no government funding whatsoever. They run only on donations. They are an animal sanctuary that is run in the east coast of Sri Lanka. It is the only animal sanctuary in the entirety of the east coast of Sri Lanka, and they're a really small group. I think there's like 5 people that run it. They are always overrunning, over brimming with animals. And they really take care of a lot of the street dogs and street cats out there, and we educate people as well. If you'd like to be part of that, if you'd like to just share the awareness, because the more love that goes out, the more awareness comes back. All of the information's down there. I want to start this reading by, like, last night I went to sleep, and I like to sleep with like a litany of different crystals. Like, my pillow is so lumpy, I'm surprised I don't poke myself in the eye or the ear each night. And I had this crystal, this is quite a new one, and I'd got myself a selenite heart because I really like the style of like 90s chokers, like the craft. So I'm gonna get myself some ribbon, and it dropped and it just cracked in half. I was like, that's really interesting. Someone's heart was guarded and they're not guarding it anymore, or someone was trying to break down some sort of boundary around your heart space. There was a lot, there may have been like a cord that someone was trying to connect maybe. And if you have been using selenite, if you've been using a crystal, a specific crystal, or a specific, I had like palm stone, and it's broken, or you're not getting the same effects you were getting before, it's because it's done its job. And I've always believed that when a crystal snaps or breaks, it's done its job. It's cleansed what it was supposed to cleanse. And you can still use the 2 halves, or you can bury it back in the earth, give thanks, and then just buy another one. But there's something going on with protection or cleansing someone's heart space, whether their actual heart or just their heart space. And you have the Tower coming out here with the 2 of Chalices. Okay, so this is very much to do with heartbreak or some sort of volatile energy here. Because the 2 of Chalices in reverse is about a lack of balance in a relationship or a toxic like dynamic. You also have here the Tower, which is change, massive change coming in. And usually Towers fall when we don't see the signs the universe has given us to move onto a smoother path, or onto a path that's actually for us. And that's when the universe puts the brakes on, puts a wedge in, and everything falls, right? Now, there was something I was going to say and I kind of like got cut off by Spirit. The Devil in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles. There's something here about overgiving, healing what you were overgiving. So there could have been a heart wall that someone had up, or someone has a heart wall and you're keeping it up for a reason. Because there seems to be like this reaching out of another person or their energy. And this selenite on its own is very indicative of protecting that heart space from anything attaching to it that's not supposed to. Especially with this Devil energy here, it seems to have been really healing either a heart wound, or I heard guilt from a past relationship. Maybe you over cared, over nurtured, maybe you were a carer, and I can tell you, I was a carer in my last relationship. There's something here about a heart wound. It's not your fault, or you don't have to feel guilty, or this is something that you may have been lifting and kind of transmuting and working through, and that's why this broke as well. Because not for everyone it's going to be someone trying to reach out and attach to you and retete, but for the most part it seems to have cleansed away some sort of negative connection that you had to either a past person or the memory of a past person. Now I'm going to be ringing some bells. This is just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn your listening device down in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that did not sound good. Let me do that again. Okay, and this one, and then both. Okay, so there may have been issues with trying to cleanse something away, trying to remove something, and I heard debt. Somebody here from a past relationship may have been trying to move debt onto you. Or you may have, I don't know what this is when it comes to this heart space wounding, when it comes to financing as well. I don't know if you paid for everything or you take care of someone's finances, or this person wants you to take care of their finances. Okay, interesting start to a read, right? There's definitely this energy of being cleansed and blessed though, because I also have my statue out of Ganesha or Ganesh. Ganesh is, in my eyes and the experience that I have with this deity, is removing obstacles, but also looking at blessings and abundance. It's a very joyful energy, very, very joyful. And I've put this card, the first card that went next to it was the Two of Chalices in reverse. So this is removing some sort of obstacle. Empress is coming out to the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, something's about to grow now, or something has been growing. It's been like a seed underground, just, I heard fermenting, or it's been growing slowly, and it's about to burst out. Finances, King of Chalices, Knight of Chalices, the Moon in reverse, the Four of Wands. There's a lot of stability coming in because of something that you have now healed and let go of. Just like this crystal breaking, you've done the job you were supposed to when it comes to healing this heart wound. You don't have to hold on to it anymore. Or this is indicative that you have actually, you've done what you're supposed to do, or the tool that you were using. And for someone, it's a feather or white feathers. I don't know what the white feathers are. Maybe someone has a dream catcher in their bedroom or in their home. And it's not saying that you need to take it down and you need to throw it away. Bless it, cleanse it, and close it up. Bless it, cleanse it, and close it up. There may be a need to bless it, cleanse it, and then put it away and put a different one out. But it's done its job. You've done your job. This Moon in reverse, this is volatile energies, or this is being very overly emotional. Okay, so where I'm putting this down next to the Two of Chalices in reverse, this is the energy of someone else constantly thinking about you, or there may have been, like I said, this wound of over worrying about somebody else in a relationship that wasn't the most functional. I don't know why there's a disparity. I don't even know if that's the right word. But there is a lack of equilibrium between how much was given to how much the other person gave and how much they took. It's almost like, I don't know if you are a nurse, someone here is a nurse, or someone here works in a hospice. Or maybe the person that you were in a relationship before was terminal, or they were very, very unwell. There is very much this I don't know why I'm getting like survivor's guilt, or just guilt for moving away. And this Moon card here, this person thinks about you a lot, whether they have passed on or whether they have not. You also have the Knight of Chalices coming out here to the Tower. This is like somebody else coming in, maybe. Somebody else coming in is going to help also. And if they have already come in, it's not about another person coming in to heal you, because that's not the way, that's not how it should be. That then encourages more codependency and kind of like toxic dynamics to mix and to grow. It's not that. It's someone coming in who holds this King of Chalices energy. Somebody who is their well is very deep when it comes to how they stabilize, and I heard speak to their emotions, because when putting this down next to the Devil in reverse, this is somebody who has a very fatherly figure energy, but they're not your father. And you're not looking for someone to replace your father. And I know that Freud says that every woman is looking for their dad in a relationship, and he says it a little bit more crudely. And every man is looking for their woman, or every man is looking for their wife. Why am I saying wife? They're looking for their mother. They're looking for their mother in a wife, so to speak. But with this here, this is more to do with whoever it is that you were pouring into in the last relationship was actually making that worse. They were making that worse. And the person that's coming in, be that an actual person, spirit guide, deity, this is not going to be someone that you work with, because this is very much about love, either platonic love or romantic love. But this person coming in, they're wise beyond their years, and they are able to feel something here that was missing without codependency. It's strange but beautiful at the same time. You have the Four of Wands here to the Six of Pentacles. This is somebody who wishes to give you those foundations, the grounding energy. Maybe the grounding energy that you never found in a past relationship. The Four of Wands can also talk about marriage. So this could be somebody that you actually marry. Two of Pentacles here is in reverse. This is somebody who wishes to place their focus on you. You are not an afterthought with this person. You are not talking too much. You are not taking up too much space with this person. They enjoy being around you. They enjoy conversing with you. And there's something about a very open, like I said, they have a very deep well when it comes to how they communicate either their needs, their emotions. This may be something that you're not used to. This may be something that you're not used to at all. Should I get a different deck out? No. Okay. Now, why have we been shown this? Why have we been shown this? High Priestess is in reverse to Death, to the Ace of Chalices. There is, I don't know if there is an energy of self-sabotaging, or if there is somebody from the outside that hasn't healed, that wishes to sabotage what it is that's coming towards you, because you have got to a point in your life where this wound is either 90% healed or more or less 99% healed, and the last small bit is something that is going to be done in unison with another person that can make the space for you, who is very balanced in their own healing journey. It's not saying this person is without any of their own wounds, but they are at a point in their life where they can be very mature about talking about emotions, wounds, things that make them sad, and be able to balance that without codependency. We have got the Chariot coming out in reverse. So whoever this is that is self-sabotaging, there is something that is unhealed still in them. You have the Death card. So we have the High Priestess, the Chariot, the Death card here. There is still, I don't know if this is the person from the past. There's Two of Chalices here that has been broken off, locked off. Because the High Priestess, it does denote magic. But not every reading I'm going to do is talking about spell casting. Sometimes the High Priestess is just somebody who you trusted, that broke your trust, that abused their power, that could have actually had their actions for good, or they could have done certain things that benefited not only them but those around them, and decided not to because they were unhealed. But the thing is, we had the Ace of Chalices coming out here, and the Ace of Chalices came after the Death card, which is telling me that there is some sort of outside energy that enjoys the drama. The High Priestess in reverse, Death in reverse, which is not ending something, not letting something go, not letting that cyclical nature of, you know, death, rebirth, life, death, rebirth, life happen, and instead wants to hold on to either the good memories or wants to hold on to the catty memories of, you know, tit for tat. You owe me. I feel like whoever this person is from the past, there's Two of Chalices. And again, I feel like saying whether they've passed on and they're now in the spirit realm, or whether they are still here. There is an energy here of not wanting to move on, especially with the Chariot in reverse. This is either blocked energy, attached energy, or just, I want you to come back. So especially with that crystal just snapping in half, and I've got this song in my head. What becomes of the broken hearted, who has love that's now departed? I know I got to find some kind of peace of mind. Help me. There may be a call here for someone's passed over loved one to actually move on. There may be a need now that this actually has broken, for someone to do a house cleansing and a house blessing, and it will encourage them to move on. If you remind me, I will make sure that I tag a link underneath for a house cleansing, which is quite simple to do. It's very high vibrational. It's not disrespectful. And I feel like that needs to be put in there, because I think that some of the people that are watching this are assuming that, you know, a house cleansing just means shoo, shoo, out you go. The one that I'm going to link underneath actually opens up a light portal with Archangel Metatron and helps guide any lost souls up into the light. And I feel like someone may need to do this, because you do have an attachment. It's like an attachment of sadness, but it's not yours, because you have either healed this or you have nearly healed this. This is for the apparition I heard, or for the soul that is not letting go and needs to. Now for others who, you know, this person is still on this plane, they're not willing to let go, because with the Ace of Chalices, you may have been the best thing that they ever had, and they did not take, they took that for granted. They did not respect you or your boundaries. You've got the Four of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, this person doesn't want to let go. They don't want to let go. They don't want to see you with somebody else. You have the Three of Swords here, even though you have healed. There's this energy also of, give me another chance because I have healed. I can heal. Just be patient with me. Now, I'm going to read the cards as they are, because I like to read them across and downwards. And we have 3 across, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So this is quite a long story. So let's have a look for the first one. The first row, we have the Two of Chalices, the Moon in reverse. Two of Chalices is in reverse, excuse me. The Moon in reverse, the Four of Wands, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse. You may have been the only thing that was giving this past, like, dysfunctional dynamic. You were the only one that was rooting it and grounding it, and maybe you were the only one that was putting a lot of effort into this relationship. You seem to be either the breadwinner or the one that brought in a lot of stability, be that in a material sense, or just be that in like an emotional sense. There seems to have been a lot of emotional manipulation for someone here. Now that won't be for both, you know, those who have passed away and those that are still living. I'm getting this is more for someone who is still living. I know that for someone here near the end, there may have felt a little bit like someone was just like ringing a bell, like, come here, give me this, get me that. But mainly for those who this person is still alive and still, you know, you were the only thing that was keeping them afloat, and they want that back. But they're doing so, or they want that for selfish reasons. And I think this is the reason why there is such an encouragement for you to continue to focus on healing any survivor's guilt. And I don't know whether you were both ill at the same time, but you were caring for them and you got better. And say the other person did not, and the other person passed away. There is a need here for you to continue healing yourself and to do that house cleansing, because there is, I'm getting like a very, very speckled tinge of like, or a sprinkle of bitterness coming from this energy. Not a lot, but you do not want to leave a spirit or energy attached to you that will become more and more bitter, and then we'll forget more and more the reason why they are attached to you, if that makes sense. And it would be a good thing to have them go off into the light. For those of you that they're still alive, this person, there is slight resentment, but more than anything, this person feels like they are drowning and you are the only way. When they're waving, they know that you know that they're drowning, not just waving. You've seen that meme maybe of the hand saying, I'm not waving, I'm drowning. But you were never their counselor, or you were never trained to be in that position. It was supposed to be a romantic relationship. For some, for a very small amount, this is like a family member, and not in a romantic sense, This is more to do with like taking care of someone. But the Two of Chalices is usually a card that denotes a romantic interest in each other, filling up each other's cups. It seemed like for someone here, they turned into the carer. They had no choice. And I want to move on to the second row now, which you have the Tower, the Knight of Chalices, the Six of Pentacles, the Death, and the Four of Pentacles. This is saying that this person may try to come back into your life. We've had a lot of past energy removed. We've had a lot of, you know, death and rebirth. And after we had the 8-8 portal, and remember my readings are timeless, which means that I'm picking up on past, present and future energy. And if you're watching this way after I have posted it, if it resonates, it resonates. It makes no difference when it was actually posted. But after the 8/8 portal, so like the August portal, there seems to have been a lot of changes for someone in their maturity, in the way that they perceive life. And I'm talking about the collective, like emotional maturity, the way that they perceive life, the way that they look at others or look at their past. So there has been a lot of letting go, and I'm interested to find out why this energy would be coming back in then. But it does seem, just from looking at that second row, that yes, the thing is, there is going to be the energy of either a guide coming in or a physical person in a romantic sense that's coming in with the offer of a really healthy relationship. And I mean healthy, secure, safe, open with their emotions. Like, wow, 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 wow. This second row is giving me the energy of someone from the past who just may have lent on you to the point that they were like, carry me. And if you don't carry me, you're a bad person. And this energy seems to be coming round for round 2, because this crystal completely breaking is also significant that this person from the past, again, passed over or just from the past, they feel that there is a disconnect. They feel that disconnect and they want to come back in. It's almost like they know that the time of them being able to try and come in and kind of, I heard, wheedle their way back into your life is 1% to 0. It's more or less that's not going to happen. And now they're panicking. Because the Four of Pentacles is about control. Death in reverse is controlling the narrative so something doesn't end. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is wanting to take something. It can also mean wanting to give something. But I'm getting more this is take. They want to take something. You have the Knight of Chalices, which is a romantic gesture, and then the Tower. So this is someone from the past wanting to come in with this massive romantic gesture, like, here I am, I have healed, I've been working on myself, or my health is better, you don't have to care for me anymore, my mental health is better, you don't need to care for me anymore. Please know, if anything does come up in this reading that, you know, focuses on mental health, physical health, financial health, or the law, I am not a professional. I don't claim to be one. I never have. So if it does come up and it really resonates for something that you've been through or something that you're going through, please ensure that you actually reach out to someone who is qualified in those areas that can give you the advice and guidance that you need before taking anything from me. Please use your discernment, okay? And not every story that comes out through, you know, what I'm channeling is going to be your story, and it's okay if it's not. Do not make it fit if it doesn't. But it does seem like there is like this big gesture of come back to me. And for someone specifically, if this is someone who has passed over, the reason you're being asked to disconnect or to do a house cleansing is because if this was the love of your life and they've passed over, they need to actually pass over, or they're going to haunt you. Someone specifically needs to hear that, and you're going to haunt them. I don't believe that we lose our sentience when we leave our corporeal form, because our corporeal form, our bodies are just meat sacks that carry us through life. It's our soul, our essence, our energy that is pure sentience, is consciousness. There needs to be that break, as in, I mean the break of energy, where they're able to go into the light and process the life that they had. You never know, they may come back in a different form, or you may meet them in another life. And if you don't believe in that, maybe you'll meet them in heaven. There's a need here to let go, because this crystal is telling you you've done so much healing, but you guys are still holding hands to a certain degree. And even though you've let go of your grip, they haven't let go of theirs yet, and there's a need to. And I've got the song, I don't want to close my eyes, 'cause I can't take it, I don't understand. If I'm not made for you, then why does my heart tell me that I am? Is there any way that I can stay in your arms? Excuse me. And it carries on and says, because I miss you, body and soul, there is a need to let go. I mean, definitely do that in your own time. I'm never going to give someone a time limit through a message, you know, messaged reading of when your grieving period is over. But there is definitely an encouragement that if you are struggling with that, that you do actually seek support. And it's okay not to be okay as long as you're getting the support that you need. I mean, we are only human. We're spiritual beings, but we're having a human experience. Sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes it's hard. I'm going to move on to the third row just to see what's going on here. We have the Devil in reverse. We have the King of Chalices. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Chalices, and we have the Three of Swords. So the Devil in reverse is about healing. It's about letting go of things that really do not fill us with joy, because the Devil card is about, it's about addictions. It's things that we can't let go of. Things we can't let go of. Whether that's the way that we speak to ourselves, whether that is grief, whether that is anger. And the thing is as well is that every single emotion that we have, every single one that we have is valid. Every single one we have is valid. And I remember a YouTuber said this not that long ago, and it was from Smosh. I will give them credit for that. Every single emotion is valid, but not every single emotion is reasonable. And I absolutely love that in that saying, that no matter how you're feeling right now, you are valued and you are valid to feel like that. But it's weighing up whether or not you have been stuck in that funk for quite a while, and whether it is reasonable on your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, to keep holding on to that volatile energy. What's it doing to the inside of you? The King of Chalices here is the chance to be able to process that energy, that emotion, with somebody who is stable, who can make space for you. You have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is to help with transition. Okay, I find this really interesting because this is not just about a romantic relationship, a new one coming in. This could be working with a counselor. This could be working with a therapist. This could be working with someone coming into your home to do a house cleansing for you. Because as we go down to, like, the Two of Pentacles is about juggling two things and then choosing which one you're going to focus more on, right? Two seeds. Two seeds, which one are you going to plant? Which one is going to grow? Which one are you going to expand? But it's also about a transition, because you're transitioning from one era of your life to another. And that's irrespective if it's a job, a person, a relationship, you know, arguing with family. You're transitioning from one thing to the next. This also, I had such a focus on talking about not only people from the past that are living, but people who have passed away for a reason. This is helping with transition when you don't know how to do it yourself. And that being in reverse means having the helping hand to go through that transition and actually do it. And I feel like someone here may have, like, I'm seeing someone holding like a box. I don't know if it's a box of memories, or if it's a box of my child's first handprints or footprints or something like that, because I feel like this reading will need a trigger warning. There is loss here. There is definitely loss that's coming through this reading. That Two of Chalices in reverse is not always about a toxic dynamic. It can literally be a dynamic that just didn't work. It didn't work. Whether that is it didn't work because you loved your child so much and that child was ill and then passed away. And if that has happened to you, I'm sending you all the love in the world, because I can't imagine what that is like. And I know that words do not do justice, but I'm sending you as much love as possible. This last row is about knowing that you don't have to go through things alone anymore. That you don't have to go through things alone, full stop. The Ace of Chalices being here to the Three of Swords. With that King of Chalices being there, this is love. This is unconditional love as you heal and as you go through this. And if there is a need to do some sort of ceremony, this is not just like a house cleansing. It could be a house cleansing. It could be, I don't know, burying that box of memories. And I don't mean burying it in your mind or hiding it, but like giving it to the earth or giving it to Gaia. There's something here. It could be in a lake in water, somebody could be sprinkling the remains of their loved one into water here. And that King of Chalices here is such a beautiful energy to be coming through for that, because look what's in his cup. All these fish, all this joyous, beautiful stuff is coming out as, you know, as this is being given back into the earth. And he may be grieving, but he's doing it in a really beautiful way. A really, really beautiful way. Closure. Someone may be looking for closure, and you're going to find closure. And I keep hearing, as one door closes, another one opens. No one wants to hear that when they're going through grief or when they're going through loss. But there's something about space has been made to bring something in for you and to not feel guilty. I don't know why guilt keeps coming up, but not to feel guilty about, I heard it not being you. That's for someone specific, it not being you, and only you are going to know what that means. Where else would you like me to go, Spirit? Where would you like me to go? This one? This was not the reading I was expecting, but I think it's probably the reading that someone was needing. Okay. And what is poking out but clearing and flow? Wow. Clearing is here. And we were just talking about house clearing. This doesn't even have to be just a house clearing. This could be a heart clearing. It says, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine, mine, mine to God's, God's, God's. Such freedom. And we also have underneath flow. Allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. Can I get one more, please? And we have love here and inner child and signs, and right action just popped itself straight out. Okay, so love is in reverse, and it says here, divine source is the idea that no person, place or thing is your salvation, only love itself. And I feel like this, going back to what we were talking about at the start, about how whoever this person is that's coming in to help you, they're coming to help you, but they're not going to heal you. You're going to heal you. They're there to give you the right tools. And they may be there to give you that safe environment to do so. But you are the one that heals you. No one else is going to do that for you but you. And it's, I don't mean to say that in a harsh way. And I think that's what I was trying to say at the start. Like, this is going to be such a healthy dynamic where there isn't a need for codependency. There isn't a need to fall into old patterns of behavior where you had to act in a certain way to get validation or to be seen or to, I heard no one's hearing me. This person will hear you. And you've got here, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. I do feel like there is a massive, massive, massive change ahead of us, especially when it comes to the way that we communicate our needs from our inner child. Not just, oh, I need this. What does your inner child need? What does she or he or they need today? And it can be as small as they want to go and feed some swans, or they may wish to go and run in a park, or they may wish to go to the supermarket and buy a shiny apple. Whatever it is that your inner child is asking, go and do it. It probably only take about 5 minutes, but it is a really beautiful way to connect in, and in a way that's non-judgmental as well. We also have right action, and it says aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. This is very much about surrender, and you've got flow here as well. That's very beautiful. And the last one here is signs. Instincts are the messages from the inner divine. Listen to your instincts about this change that's coming in. I think that's beautiful. I'm going to leave it there. I know that's a shorter reading than usual, but the universe, you know, God, Allah, Vishnu was telling me this is all that needs to come through for this message. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see just that. And if you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses. I love you guys. Please know that my readings are closed at the moment. I may open up a little bit later, but right now they're closed because I am quite inundated with readings that I have to do from previous. So if you email me now, unfortunately you will not get an answer back. But if you just send me a prompt email, which is where you send another email through the same email thread, it will push you to the top when I do open up my readings again, because it's on a first come first serve basis. Know that anyone that is reaching out in the comment section, if they are advertising any type of wares, if they are stating that they can read your energy or they're drawn to you, if they pretend to be me, you will know that that is all a pretense. Because if they are reaching out and asking you for money or trying to say, look at all of this wonderful stuff that you could get, it's a scam. The only way to ever get a reading from me or any good tarot reader on YouTube would be to email us, okay? And I have an email down in the description box. It's the only way to get a reading. If they are saying PayPal me, WhatsApp me, whatever, don't do it. I love you guys. Stay safe. I will see you in the next one. Bye.